Just recently I started playing Lord of the Rings online, without having any real expectations for this rather old MMORPG. And let's say I was surprised in a good way. This game is truly a masterclass in world building. Most MMOs are about power. The Lord of the Rings Online is about immersion, about people, stories, and the quiet magic of simply existing in Middle-earth. For this review, I played the free-to-play version of the game, without the subscription. The cash up in the game is not very offensive, and the content so far was very much enjoyable without spending any real money. If you have a subscription, you can also play on the 64-bit servers, which start from the very beginning of LOTRO. This is pretty similar to the World of Warcraft Classic servers. But as I mentioned, for this video we will focus on the 32-bit servers, for peasants like me who don't have a subscription. The world building in LOTRO is unmatched. Every zone feels like it was handcrafted with reverence for Tolkien. Not just to look different, but to feel different. There are many tiny little details which add up to the immersion. For example, this woman, which occasionally appears at the window, peeks out and then disappears again. I haven't seen details like this in any other MMO before, to be honest. If you want to fast travel through the game world in Lord of the Rings Online, you really travel. Even when using the fast travel function, you are using a mount and you have to wait until you arrived. During the questing, you have to walk a lot. You have to listen, you have to read a lot. It's a game that rewards slowing down. When talking about questing, this can be really overwhelming in the beginning in Lord of the Rings Online. There are a lot of quests. You can choose from several zones, and even within these zones you can choose from several quests. So the game encourages you to go out there, find the zones you like, find the quests you like, and just enjoy these. It is very open in a meaningful way. You don't grind to max level and then just hit the same raid over and over again. When it comes to classes, first I was, let's say, pretty confused. They are not your typical warrior, rogue, hunter classes, but they are much more lore-rich and unique. For example, you have minstrels that heal with music, you have lore masters that command animals, and you have Bjornings that even become bears. Even the classes are deeply embedded into the world around you. There was at least one new thing that I learned about the races in Middle-earth. Hobbits can jump really damn high with their bare feet. The combat in the game is serviceable, but it's pretty clunky. This is one of my biggest critiques in the game because, especially at the beginning, it feels very slow. It's a classic tap target system with pretty slow response to your attacks. To be honest, the combat is not why you play Lord of the Rings Online. It is functional, and it gets better as you learn your class and you get used to the pace of the game, but it definitely does not stand out. Now let's get to the technical part. The graphics are, as you would expect, pretty dated. But the atmosphere is still amazing. The small hills and meadows of Breland, the Shire, how ruins loom over a sunny field, it all just feels right, despite the graphics not being that good, or not being any good at all. Lord of the Rings Online isn't trying to be the biggest MMORPG out there, or the fastest, or the flashiest. It's trying to be faithful to Tolkien, to storytelling, and to the feeling of belonging in a world worth protecting. It knows its community, and you can feel that. Even in 2025, the community is still alive. You will see people in almost every zone. Some helping you, others just living there. Steam charts player numbers, which represent only a part of the player base, are not over the top, but pretty solid for an MMO of that age. So in summary, if you're tired of chasing levels and loot, and you just want to lose yourself in a world with soul, give this game your time. It will reward you with something rare, the feeling of genuine adventure.